everyone, Serena Starlight Witch here. I hope everyone's doing well. Today I'm teaching you how to do a super simple, super easy blockbuster spell. Now you don't have to use everything that I'm using. You can just get a birthday candle and use grocery store ingredients. Now before I get started, please like this video and subscribe. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep making videos. No one is, I have 43 subscribers, which I'm very grateful for, but I thought I would have more subscribers. I'm not trying to make money from YouTube. I mostly just started doing this for fun, but there's no point if no one's going to support me and no one's subscribing to me. And so yeah, if you want to see more videos, please subscribe and like and comment. It takes a lot of work to do videos, and yeah, it's just crazy to me how all the frauds out there get all these subscribers with someone like me who's real and authentic. It's been so hard for me to get subscribers, and it's crappy. It's just crappy. But anyway, let me stop complaining. I do appreciate the love and support that I have received. So this is what I call a mini spell. A mini spell, like I call my deluxe spells, the ones that I do like figure candles with, I call that a deluxe spell because it is like a deluxe. You know, I go all out. I work with spirits. It takes me all day, sometimes multiple days. A mini spell is something I do with just like one chime candle and a few ingredients. Now this is still very effective. I still see great results. Deluxe spells are more for harsher situations, people dealing with a lot of bad energy. You know, it's for more difficult situations. But mini spells are just as good. These are the spells I used to sell on Etsy. But I can't sell spells on Etsy anymore because they're cracking down on that. I am going to be offering services in the near future. Yeah, so subscribe to my channel if you're wanting to keep updated on my services. Something like this, a mini will cost between, I usually would charge around $40 to $60, which is still kind of pricey. Even if I don't use a lot of ingredients, it still takes a lot of energy to do. I can't just put the spell together and walk away. I still have to actually perform the spell, which takes quite a bit of energy to do, to ensure that it's the most effective it can possibly be. But you can do it yourself, of course. So I have a red chime candle and I have some tarot cards, what I want to represent in my life. This is just an example that I'm doing to teach you guys, to show you guys, and to also show you how I do my minis. But you know, I have no one else to do this for, and I wouldn't really want to do a spell for someone else on camera. Spirit told me not to do that anymore. So yeah, I'm just going to do this as an example and use myself as an example. So I have the Sun, the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Chariot. So the Sun, success, Ace of Pentacles, prosperity, financial blessings, Four of Wands, wishes being granted, happiness in the home and family life, all that good stuff. The Chariot, which is overcoming blockages and obstacles. The Ten of Cups, which is happiness, wish fulfillment, happy ever after. Six of Wands, victory, success. The Star, wishes being granted. The Two of Cups, which is love and togetherness. So you can't really see everything. I apologize about that. But I have the cards around the spell. So I did write a petition. So now I always use brown paper with a Sharpie. I wrote all blocks stagnation. Obstacles and delays are fully removed for full name, date of birth. I can now live the life I want. Thank you, and I signed it. Now again, you don't need to use everything that I'm using. Now I already cleansed everything. I'm going to put my petition under there. So I'm going to carve my candle. Now I want to remove blockages, so I'm pretending that the wick is me, and I want the blockages to get away from me, so I'm going to carve from top to bottom. So I'm going to put blockbuster, kind of hard to do this in front of the camera, 4. Now I'm going to put my full name and date of birth. And remember guys, you need a conduit. The best and easiest conduit you can use is your spirit team. So call in your spirit guides, your higher self, and your angels and give them an offering. And ask them to be the conduit for your working. Now a blockbuster is something you want to do before any spell. Okay, we have blockages in our life. I will explain blockages in a video. But yeah, you just like if you are putting a love spell on someone, you want to do a road opener and a blockbuster for them, and as well as yourself, which can be costly and time consuming, but to get the best results you kind of have to. A blockbuster gets rid of all blockages, and we have blockages everywhere in our life. Energetic blockages, they're caused by a lot of things: doubt, frustration, anger, depression, grief. Hexes are caused by a lot of things, but we all have them. So you want to do a blockbuster regularly. Honestly, you want to do it before you do any other spell, and then you want to do a road opener to, you know, you remove the blockages, and then you open your roads, and then you go to manifestation. I've explained to people before, I've been able to change my life just with blockbusters and road openers and uncrossings. Those 3 spells alone can really transform your life. So if you really, really want something, let's say money, you know, regardless of how bad you want it, take the time and energy to do the blockbusters and the road openers and the uncrossings first, because that might fix it to the point where you don't even need a money spell. But you still want to manifest money consistently because of how that energy works. I'm just using that as an example. I'm trying to explain basically that these spells alone can transform your life to the point where you may not need anything else. So yeah, people sleep on it because they don't look at it as necessary. They think it's a waste of time, a waste of money. When blockbusters, road openers, and uncrossings are the best spells out there. And like I said, those 3 combos can transform your life, like I said, to the point where you may not need anything else. So yeah, you always want to do this before you go, you know, to the love magic, to the manifestation, yada yada. And also, if you're a practitioner, you definitely want to do this, because if you want to be effective at doing spells, if you want to be effective at doing readings, you're going to have to get rid of those blockages. You're going to have to, or your magic, your readings will not be effective, will not be accurate. That's why you want to include astral blockages, magical blockages, spiritual blockages, because you want to remove those blockages out of your energy so that your spells will be effective. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into magic. I'm going to get started on the oils. And like I said, use what you have. So I'm going to start off with some uncrossing oil, my homemade uncrossing oil. And visualize and speak your intentions the entire time that you do this spell. So for Blockbuster, you want to visualize yourself now. You want to get deep into the visualization as if it is truly happening, almost to the point where you go into a trance-like state. So I'm visualizing myself walking down a road, and there's a boulder blocking my path, and I'm going to visualize this boulder being exploded so that I can finally walk down the path without anything standing in my way. You want to visualize, you know, rocks exploding. You want to visualize the sun, you being happy and successful, things of that nature. So visualize, speak your intentions, don't think or visualize about anything else. So I bless this uncrossing oil to uncross my mind, body, spirit, heart, and soul, and to remove any obstacles, blockages, or stagnant energy standing in my way. Now I have my road opener oil. Now I have like all my herbs, all my oils for road opening in this, so I could technically just use my oil. I don't have to use anything else, but you know, I like to go all out. I know a lot of people say, you know, when it comes to witchcraft, the more the merrier is not true. And it really is not true. You don't have to use a lot of stuff, but I do feel the more stuff you use, the more energy it adds into your spell. So you don't have to use a lot of stuff, but I like to, because that's my belief. That's how I work with energy. So my Hecate road opener oil. I'll bless this road opener oil to open my roads. It's also a blockbuster oil. To open my roads, remove all blockages, all obstacles, all stagnation, any blocks and obstacles that is preventing me from having the life that I want, preventing me from having my dream life. I'll bless this oil to remove those blockages, remove those obstacles, remove those delays, remove that stagnant energy. Now I have some unblocker oil. You can get this from Amazon. And this is not necessary. I'm just adding it in. A little bit of unblocker oil to unblock my life. Unblock my roads, remove all obstacles, remove all blockages. Now, what is really good to add to a blockbuster, well, you should add, if you can get it, is frankincense and sandalwood. But I have that in my oils already, so I'm not going to worry about it. But frankincense, sandalwood is pretty much a necessity when it comes to road opening and blockbusting. But if you don't have it, do what you can. Use what you got. I have some hyssop for cleansing and purification, to cleanse and purify away these blockages, these obstacles. Now, I didn't prepare for this video. I felt like I should do it for some reason. I feel like I was called to do it, so I did not get prepared for this. So, excuse me if I'm a little messy. Some salts for cleansing and purification, to cleanse and purify all negativity and prevent this spell from being tampered with. You know what I forgot to do, guys? I forgot to activate the candle. It already has oils on it, but you know what? That's fine. So I'm going to rub my hands together to get the energy going. I'm going to take the candle and I'm going to rub it between my hands and focus and visualize my intention. And I'm going to tell the candle its job. I empower this candle. Your job is to remove all obstacles, all blockages, all stagnant energy that is preventing me from having the life and the things that I want. I empower this candle, and I'm visualizing that I'm pushing chi into the candle, so white, light, universal chi energy into the candle, and I'm visualizing my intentions. I'm on a road, and the boulder is being exploded from my path. I empower this candle to remove all obstacles, all blockages, all stagnant energy from my life, mind, body, spirit, heart, and soul, that is preventing me from having the things that I want and the life that I want. Remove those blockages, remove those obstacles. This is a blockbuster candle. This is a blockbuster candle. This is a blockbuster candle. Okay. Now I do like to also blow life force energy into it. So I like to breathe it in, suck it into my body, and then breathe it into the candle. So I blow life into you. You are now living. You now have power. I'm also going to rub some of the oils on the petition. Activate this petition. Activate this petition. What is written is what manifests. Again, visualize. Push that energy. I bless and empower this petition to manifest my written desire. From spiritual into physical. Remove all obstacles, all blockages, all stagnant energy, all delays that are standing in the way of me from getting the things I want and the life I desire. Alright. I have some pine cones. If I can open the jar. As you can see, I have pine cones. They're very good for road opening, but this jar is sealed tight. Let's see. If I can't open it, I'm going to take it as a sign. Oh, there we go. Finally. Okay. So bless these pine cones to remove all obstacles, all blockages, all delays. Actually, let's put that aside for now. Okay, some turmeric for cleansing and purification. Cleansing, purification, uncrossing, removing obstacles, removing blockages. Chili powder for removing obstacles, removing blockages, removing stagnant energy. Nutmeg for removing obstacles, for removing blockages and delays, stagnant energy. Cinnamon powder for road opening, removing obstacles, removing blockages, removing stagnant energy. Paprika for removing obstacles, removing blockages and stagnant energy. Black pepper for banishing all obstacles, all blockages, all stagnant energy, for block busting. Coffee to speed it all up. Speed it all up. Make it happen quickly, make it happen fast. Peppercorns to banish all obstacles, all blockages that stand in the way of me having the life I want and desire. Add some lemongrass powder. Lemongrass powder for cleansing, purification, and road opening. Let's see. Did I add my ginger powder? I don't know. Ginger powder for road opening, removing obstacles, removing blockages, stagnant energy. Whole cloves for removing obstacles, removing blockages, removing stagnant energy, opening my roads. I have some clove powder somewhere. I have not been able to find it. Crushed red pepper for removing obstacles, removing blockages, and stagnant energy. So blockbusters are mostly powders and spices because it burns and banishes those blockages. So luckily, for something like this, you can literally just get your ingredients from the grocery store. I was going to use my clove powder, but you know what? I don't see it anywhere. I guess it grew legs and ran away. Alright, well, it's not like it's necessary. My secret ingredient to empower this spell to ensure that it works. Rosemary to remove all obstacles, to remove all blockages that is preventing me from having the life that I want. have some peppermint, which is very good for road opening. Peppermint to remove all obstacles, remove all blockages. Eucalyptus for opening the roads, removing obstacles, removing blockages and stagnant energy. Lemongrass for removing all obstacles, all blockages, all stagnant energy. Basil for unblocking my life, removing all blockages, all obstacles, all stagnant energy. I'm trying to decide if I want to add anything else. Actually, I am going to add in some tea. I have tangerine tea. I bless this orange tangerine tea to remove all obstacles, remove all blockages, remove all stagnant energy. Some bay leaves to ensure the success of the spell. Some cayenne, removing all obstacles, all blockages, all stagnant energy. Some coconut flakes for opening the roads, removing all obstacles, removing all blockages and stagnant energy. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to empower it. So even if you touch your ingredients, you can't just like be done. You need to charge it up with your intention. So hold like your hand on it. I'm going to try to hold the... Okay. My pine cones here. So what I'm doing now is I'm pushing in energy. So red and black is for block busting. So I'm visualizing that I'm pushing red and black energy. So I'm visualizing this energy pushing into the ingredients, into the candle, into the tray. I'm visualizing it all being connected, even with the tarot cards. So like the energy comes out of my hands into the ingredients, kind of swirls around the tray, connects the cards, and all goes into the spell. So I charge up these ingredients to remove all blockages, all obstacles, all stagnant energy from my life, in all areas of my life. To open the roads, remove all obstacles, remove all blockages. Remove all stagnant energy that is preventing me from having the things that I want and the life which I desire. Remove all spiritual blockages, all physical blockages, mental blockages. Remove all body blockages. Remove all blockages that are connected to me, associated with me, or working against me in any way at all. Remove all blockages so that I now have the life which I want and desire. So visualize yourself on a path. See exploding rocks around you. Feel it, kind of feel like an earthquake is happening. Feel and hear the explosions happening around you. See all those blockages being removed. See the boulder exploding from your path. Another good thing is visualizing a key. Like, like those bolt locks. I forgot what they're called, but pretend you're putting in a key and unlocking it above the candle and the key turns and unlocks, and hear it, you know, making that clicking sound. So now, you don't have to have incense. I like using incense because it does help amplify your magic. It does help carry that energy to the universe. Another thing I forgot is, no, that's my love oil, is my dragon's blood oil. Dragon's blood is very, very, very good for road opening. As this dragon's blood to remove all obstacles, all blockages, all stagnant energy from my life that is preventing me from not having the life that I want and desire. To remove all obstacles, all blockages, and also to empower this spell, ensure that it works. I absolutely love dragon's blood, and Hecate loves it too. Alright, so I have some incense. I'm just using Archangel Michael incense. I empower this incense to empower my magic, to empower this blockbuster spell for me, and to also carry the energy to the universe. Remember, visualize and focus on your intention. Visualize, keep visualizing the entire process. I empower this spell. I empower this blockbuster spell to remove all obstacles, remove all blockages, remove all stagnant energy that is causing me not to have the life that I want and desire, that is blocking me from having the things that I want and desire. I bless this blockbuster spell that's to remove all blockages, all obstacles that stand between me and the things that I want and desire. Remove all obstacles, remove all blockages from my mind, body, spirit, heart, and soul. Remove it from me, my environment, and everything associated and connected with me, so that my life can fully become the way I want it to become. So that there's no blockages and obstacles standing in my way. Amen. Or so mote it be. Okay, I'm going to light it. Now, I did forget to add some red glitter. You don't have to add red glitter. Red glitter as an offering. Red glitter as an offering to the spirits in the universe. I don't know why, but my intuitions tell me to add gold. I really like gold anyways. And I am going to add just a little bit of my fairy dust. My fairy dust, I make this and then I charge it up and I bless it. Is to help give my magic power and energy, to help make it work and manifest. But you can just use like cinnamon powder. So now you're just going to sit with it. At least, the rule of thumb is that you want to sit with your spell until the incense burns down completely. Sit with it, visualizing, speaking intentions. Empower this spell to remove all obstacles, all blockages, all stagnant energy. But you also want to stuff all over my hands. You also want to speak your intentions as if it's already done. So, all blockages are removed. All obstacles are removed. All stagnant energy is removed. All blockages removed. All obstacles removed. All stagnant energy is removed. All blockages is removed. All stagnant energy is removed. All obstacles is removed. My path is now clear. My path is now clear. All blockages and obstacles and stagnant energy is now removed. Nothing and no one can stand in between me and the life I desire. So don't rush it. Really focus really hard. Push that energy into the candle, into the ingredients. Visualize and breathe. So I'm just visualizing, an earthquake, as if my floor is shaking. The earthquake kind of shaking away all the obstacles and blockages. So basically I'm pretending an earthquake is happening. An earthquake is shaking away all the blockages. And there's rocks around me exploding. Use your imagination. Manifesting is kind of like imagining, fantasizing in a way. But you want to see it as if it's already happening. And you want to see what you want. And I'm visualizing, walking down a beautiful road. And I like to see flashing lights, like the light is red because it's blocked, I can't go. And then I like to see the light turn green, and then the boulder explodes out of my way, and I can now walk down the path peacefully without anything standing in my way. I also like to imagine little rocks exploding around the candle and falling. I like to kind of see it, hear it, feel it falling into the spell. So kind of imagine like you're holding a rock. Like pretend as if you're holding a rock and it just like, you squeeze it and it, you know, crumbles and falls. Blockages and obstacles in your energy is, it feels like that. It feels like a rock. It's dense, it's hard, it's stagnant energy. So that flame is really big, which is what I want to see. So yeah, I'm going to keep doing this. Like I said, the rule of thumb is till the incense goes out, or at least 30 minutes to an hour. So yeah, guys, let me know if you have any questions. Please like this video and subscribe. Let me know if this helped you. Let me know what else you'd like to see from me. Yeah, have a great day and peace out. Bye.